This week on The Startup Life.
I immediately gave up on that cake.
Gotcha.
And then the caterer was like, he said, so what's your plan B? And I just looked at him.
Like, for real?
Yeah. I looked at him with like how I'm looking at a prisoner. That's
Right.
how I looked at him. That was probably one of the worst days.
Gotcha.
Of my cake life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is Ashley Holder, the owner of Sweet Indulgence Bake Shop, and the Startup Life starts now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Scholars, are you ready to join the 25 Plus Club? Parents, how does thousands in college savings sound? Brand new in our school, the Owl Academy, we have released How to Hack the ACT. Students will cover managing test anxiety, math, science reasoning, and why eating a good breakfast is so important. For more information, go to this episode's show notes for the link. All right, Startup Nation, I hope you're ready to get some value today. We're here with Ashley Holder of Sweet Indulgence Bake Shop. How you doing today, Ashley?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I can't complain. You got it smelling good in here today.
Yes. Knocked out 13 cakes today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So let's just go ahead and get started. So tell me, what's the story behind Sweet Indulgence Bake Shop?
I've probably been baking since I was 12. Well, I've been
Okay.
cooking since I was 12. I've been baking since I was 12. I didn't really get started into decorating until probably 4 years ago when I bought my house.
Okay.
So my mom was like, you live by yourself, take up a class. So I took up a class at the candy store down the street. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was terrible at it. I was terrible because I was too heavy-handed and
Are you a perfectionist, Ashley?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I was terrible at it. But then I came home and I just started practicing. And everybody was like, well, can you do this cake for me here? And this, can you do this? And then, you have that very supportive mom. Oh, my baby can do everything. So she started volunteering me
Oh, wow.
to do cakes.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah. I get on YouTube. I learn from YouTube. I'm actually a visual learner. If I see it, I can do it.
Right.
Pinterest became my best friend.
Okay.
So I did a lot on Pinterest. I did a lot of reading, Craftsy. I learned a lot from them. It just flourished from that.
Okay.
It just, went on from that. People started saying, do you do wedding cakes? Yes. The thing is that I never said I could not do it.
Gotcha.
I always said, yeah, cool. Okay, I got you. I come home, I do my research. I do a practice cake to see how it goes from there.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because as entrepreneurs, we sometimes have to tell somebody, oh, yeah, I could do that, and then just try to figure it out later, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
You got to. You got to. Because I was like, okay, let me put my little, I'm trying to step out there, trying to get out there. And, well, can you do this? Girl, yes.
Right.
Yes, I can do that. You sure? Yes.
Because you never know when those opportunities may come the next time, right?
Right.
So, no, I
Right.
got you. Absolutely. So, was Sweet Indulgence your first business idea? Did you have another idea? Or Sweet Indulgence, which is always it?
No.
No? Okay.
I used to do, it always surrounded itself by food.
Okay.
And always surrounded itself by entertaining because that's my element. That's what I love to do. I love to see people eat my food. I love to see when they get excited, the passion. I just love it.
Gotcha.
So I started off on the side doing event planning,
Okay.
doing catering. So a lot of my friends got married. So I did all their weddings.
Oh.
From decor on down to catering.
Gotcha.
And that's how it just started off with that. And then my friend, Ashley, who just left.
Right.
It was us in it together, and then my other friend Andrea. So we call ourselves, we was AAA.
Gotcha.
It was Ashley, Andrea,
Nice.
and Ashley. Yeah, and we was our event planning team.
Gotcha. And just for our listeners, just to let you know, we're actually in the middle of Ashley's break. She just finished, what you say, 13 cakes?
13 cakes,
And so she's
yeah.
taking a break by doing a podcast. So tell you about how the life of an entrepreneur goes.
Right.
So who or what, as an entrepreneur, inspires you and why?
It's a police officer. Her
Okay.
name is Officer Russell. I give you that.
Okay.
She owns. I know everybody knows her. She owns Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's a police officer.
Okay.
She owns Rhapsody. She owns Main Street Cafe, and then she also owns. She has a food truck. I bow down to her.
Gotcha.
She is greatness. She
Absolutely.
is greatness, and she's still police.
Oh, wow.
She still does it full time.
You always have to ask yourself, how does she find the time in a day, right?
Yes, and she's out of town right now. She's out of the country right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, please, when you get back, I cannot wait to just get inside your head.
Gotcha.
Because I want to take my business to the next level. She's inspires me. My cake mentor, her name is Portia Kimball. She lives in Dallas, Texas. She is called Your Cake Diva.
Okay.
And she's full-time. She has a full-time job, and she does cakes on the side. And she does these immaculate cakes. She always say, come on, cake, come on, cake. I mean, she's knocking out 8, 10 tier cakes.
Oh, wow.
And she's
It's not a game.
Right. And she does cakes for Drake, Ashanti. She did one for Beyonce. All these talented people, whenever they hit Texas and they hit like a certain spot, oh, we're calling her because she's finna do our cakes.
Got you.
And she does them outside of her nice little condo.
Got you. Okay. Cool. Now, is that who you went to go see for professional development when you went down to Texas that time?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
She does classes all over.
Okay.
And I got a chance to do meet her in Houston, and I actually won that class because I was
nice.
No, I'm finna give you a real quick backstory. Real quick.
Go for it.
Okay. I want to say maybe probably around in May I was getting burnt out.
Okay.
I was getting burnt out, then dealing with what I do as a full-time. I was just getting burnt out. I was tired. I was like, oh, my gosh, I need to find balance. I'm like, I'm not profiting. I'm not seeing my work. I'm seeing everybody, oh, she does this. But I'm not profiting. I'm breaking even, but I need more. So, and I went on Instagram, and one of her pictures popped up. And I was like, okay, what's this? So I saw, and she was like, I'm Portia Kimball. I'm Your Cake Diva. This, blah, blah, blah. Follow me. I got cake tours. I was like, oh, wow. So I inboxed her. I said, I need your help. And she said, download the Periscope app and follow me.
Okay.
And it just blew me away.
Wow.
I met so many talented home bakers. I mean, these ladies are insane. These are I had home bakers with 4 or 5 kids, and they doing it. And here I am with just 2 dogs.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I'm about to lose my mind. And she got on Instagram one day. She said, hey, y'all, if y'all need a class, but you got to come to my class, I'm giving it away to you for free. Email me. I immediately emailed her. I said, such, you know who I am. I need this. And she called me. She said, Ashley, I was just going to call you anyway. She said, are you coming? I said, can I cuss? I said, hell yeah, I'm coming. And I was at work, and on the 11th floor of 201 Poplar, I am busting cartwheels.
Gotcha.
Down there.
Wow.
Literally busting cartwheels.
Wow.
Gun and badge on my side, and I'm busting cartwheels because I got a chance to go to this class.
Gotcha. Now Ashley's modest, but she won't tell you this. But the thing is, she's actually a police officer as well. I always mess with her that she fights crime at night and bakes cakes during the day. So she is a very, very busy lady. Let me ask you this, Ashley. What do you wish you would have known before you started Sweet Indulgence?
Time management.
Time management. Fair enough. Okay.
Knowing that there are more cake opportunities out there. There are more cake opportunities. There are more places that I can go and learn. Okay. Just instead of sitting here in Memphis, instead of just sitting in front of my laptop. And
Gotcha.
It's more places out there. The cake world is bigger than what I thought it was.
Interesting.
It's huge. It's gigantic. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm trying to get in, put my little finger in
All
there.
right.
Yeah.
Define gigantic. Go in that a little bit more.
Well, with the cake world, you have Cake Boss,
right.
You have Cupcake Wars, you have all those different places. You have Great American Baking, which I'm excited about. I almost lost my mind because I came on TV last night.
Gotcha.
But they have conventions. I'm excited because this will be my first year going to all of them. It's one that I'm excited about. It's in Miami. It's the Cake and Candy Expo in Miami. Oh, wow. The Sweet Fest goes on in Atlanta, and that's owned by a black lady.
Okay.
Yes. And she's amazing. She don't even bake cakes. She just wants to help people.
Gotcha.
Sweet Fest is in Atlanta. The Brown Sugar Cake Retreat, she's in Houston. No, she's in Dallas. And then you have ISIS. ISIS is in Alabama. I'm excited. I'm going to that one. You haven't going all the way to New York. Chicago. It's like all these top different places, and they have where all people who do cakes, all walks of life. It doesn't matter if you run Israel, who is the greatness of cakes. It doesn't matter. You have that, and you just have little old Ashley who does her cakes at home.
Oh, don't be
And
modest.
everybody comes, and everybody comes together, and you there to learn.
Gotcha.
And you there to just soak up all this knowledge that they have to offer.
Let me ask you this. What did you learn from the worst boss you ever had? You don't have to name names. It's okay.
What I have learned from that lady was that
We're just going to refer to her as that lady.
she
Fair
was
enough.
terrible.
Okay.
That lady was terrible.
Okay.
What I learned from her was always keep a paper trail.
Interesting. Okay.
Document everything that you do. The one thing I thank her for is that she helped me to become the bigger person. She helped me to become the bigger person because I have a mouth on me.
Gotcha.
And she helped me to control my tongue and to always maintain professionalism.
Fair enough. Let me ask you this, Ashley. How do you advertise Sweet Indulgence? Do you use social media for it, or how do you get the word out there?
I just started.
You just started?
With social media.
Okay.
I want to say maybe a year and a half ago, I just really started with social media.
Okay.
A lot of my stuff was word of mouth.
Gotcha.
And
Does the cake industry tend to be primarily word of mouth, or?
yeah,
Okay.
mostly it is because like let's say I give you a cake and I'm just giving you the cake. Oh my God, that cake is so good. Oh, who does your cake? This. So I can say, yeah, I love social media. Don't get me wrong, it's fun and everything like that, but it's
Gotcha.
nothing like word of mouth. I had 5 calls just from one girl taking her cake to Chuck E. Cheese. And they saw my cake. Whenever my friends, I go to their house or go to a birthday party in a restaurant, I'm bringing the cake. Girl, do you have cards? Yes. I always have business cards on you.
Gotcha.
I learned that.
Okay.
I always have a business card on me.
Gotcha.
T-shirts. I always have my brand when I'm going out. If I'm just going to the store, I love kooky little stuff. Like I got cakes by the pound, bake and slay. That's why I consider my life to be, because I wake up, I bake, and I slay. So
Gotcha.
I have shirts, shirts like that. And just I started off the old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned way. Okay.
Yeah.
No wrong with that. Now, what was that cake when we walked in here? What was that? Because that cake was ridiculous.
Oh,
ridiculous
that was-
as in good, by the way.
Thank you. That cake, believe it or not, she called me about that cake Tuesday.
Okay.
She called me about the cake Tuesday, and that's that lady. She's awesome. That lady was with me when I just started learning.
okay.
I just was like fresh out the box. Like I didn't have no clientele. I didn't have anything.
Gotcha.
And so she's been with me for 4 years. So she can call me tomorrow and say, "Hey, Ashley, I need a cake that night. I'm gonna do it because
Gotcha.
that's one of your loyal people."
Right.
But the cake I did for her was a pillow cake.
Okay.
It was a cake, and I carved it to look like a royal type pillow.
Okay.
And it's and it had the edible gold. I hand painted each little pearl that you saw on there. The bead work and everything was all hand painted in edible gold
Oh, wow.
with the black feathers on top. The little gold shoe, like Cinderella.
Gotcha.
You know how Cinderella and he brings her the shoe and it's on the pillow. That's what it was like.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think for those of us who are not in the industry, we don't understand the meticulousness of that you have to put into those cakes, like hand painting those things.
Yeah,
and-
I have a wedding cake on a Wednesday, and tomorrow when I come home and get my mind right and get focused, I'm actually just going to start on hand painting each individual piece on the cake because she loves gold. So it's gonna be gold embroidery going all around the bottom tier
Wow.
of that cake. So I had to hand paint it.
Gotcha.
First I had to make it first, and then I
Right.
had to hand paint each piece.
Gotcha. Wow, that's crazy. Let me ask you this: what did you learn from your biggest failure?
Always check the weather.
I think I know this story. I think I know this story.
Always check the weather. Don't be afraid to open your mouth
Gotcha.
and let them know, hey, can you please turn on some air? But take your time. Don't rush. You'll get there.
Gotcha. Can you tell us that story? The one you told me a few weeks back about the one with the cake in the sun and.
Okay. So no, this is another story.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is where I lost it. I completely lost it that day.
Gotcha.
I was getting my roof repaired, and I had the roofers coming in now, talking to me. It was in August, and it was hot. It was hot. I have 2 air conditioners going, so it was still hot because I had people coming in my house, and I had to do a 7-tier wedding cake.
Wow.
Now, mind y'all, I'm 5'2". So you can imagine a 7-tier wedding cake.
Right.
It was huge. So I couldn't put it together here. I had to go to the place and put it there.
Gotcha.
So again, it's hot.
Right.
So I didn't check the weather. I just knew it was, it's August. It's gonna be fine. Humidity.
Right.
We in the South. So I get to the facility in Bartlett, and it's hot inside of the facility because where it's at, you have the caterers cooking, you got all that, and where she wants to sit the cake is not that far from the food, and it's hot. Then they got the burners going, and there go your cake. So you tell them, hey, can you turn the air on, please? I was gonna do this. Lady, can you please turn the air on? Her cake is going to melt. Now, mind you, this place can hold about 700. I think maybe 700 people.
Okay.
Maybe. And 500 was there, and it was hot.
Ooh-wee.
So I'm stacking the cake. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm stacking the cake. And as I stack the cake, I get done with the cake. And then I step away from the cake. And the cake just started to
slowly
lean.
just lean.
It slowly became the tower. What is it? The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Pisa.
It slowly became that. And the bride and the groom was still taking pictures because they had a gigantic wedding party.
Oh, wow.
So the wedding was supposed to start, the rehearsal, whatever, the
Ceremony.
reception
Okay,
was starting
reception.
at 6 o'clock. Now, her mom paid me an extra $125 just to stay there and cut the cake. Because once I'm done with your cake, I'm done.
Right.
It means I need to come home and get my mind right and rest. But she wanted me to stay.
Gotcha.
So I stayed and I had to cut this cake. And I stayed and I sat there and I watched my cake just
slowly just lean.
just kept leaning. And people was coming in, they was taking pictures, they was like, oh, it's a beautiful cake. It was, don't get me wrong, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It had fresh, she wanted a particular rose. It was an orange and red rose. Found the roses, had the custom cake topper, everything. And it just leaned. It just kept leaning and it just kept leaning. And I was so frustrated. And then I got out of myself. I immediately gave up. I immediately gave up on that cake.
Gotcha.
And then the caterer was like, he said, so what's your plan B? And I just looked at him.
Like, for real?
Yeah. I looked at him with like how I'm looking at a prisoner. That's
Right.
how I looked at him. That was probably one of the worst days
Gotcha.
of my cake life. But her mom, everybody, they still love that cake. And I saw them a couple of weeks later. And I told her, I said, girl, I'm so sorry about your cake. Girl, she said, girl, you are fine. We love that cake. I didn't even see it. I didn't even know it was tilting. And this. And she said, you weren't the only one that complained because they had fresh flowers. And the flowers, when it gets hot, they started to just drop. And they dropped.
Right.
So it's like, we didn't see it. I was like,
Gotcha.
But then when I got in the car and I got my mind together, I had everything in my bag to fix that cake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I had everything in my bag to fix that cake. And then that day right there, and I told myself, I said, I'm not going to give up. I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to step away for a minute, get my mind right, readjust the situation, go to my emergency cake bag, and I'm going to fix your cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a great story, and it really speaks to, facing adversity and then learning from that. So thank you so much. Now, you alluded earlier about, going to different conferences and different places to learn. And that brings us to our next question. Entrepreneurs consider themselves lifelong learners, professional development, things of that nature. What does that mean to you as far as like always constantly getting better at your craft?
You have to. You everything is changing. Everything changes, especially in the cake world,
Right.
because it's new stuff that comes out. Then I had to think about your gluten-free people. You have to think about your people who have certain
Dietary restrictions?
Yeah, you have to worry about those. I have 2 clients. One daughter, she can't eat eggs. I have another one that's allergic to dairy. So how can I? But they love my cakes.
Gotcha.
So how can I? How can I do that? What can I learn? Teach myself to work on something that they can
No, you
eat.
good.
So you have to think about that, and it's And now the cake world is evolving because now people are going to the extreme. Like, how can I top this girl? How can I have my cake floating from the ceiling? And and they have those. They're called chandelier cakes.
Right.
Your cake can be coming from the ceiling.
That's crazy.
And there's so many. I mean, because you trying to see how can I up this person? How can I up this? And how can? And that's not with cake people. It's with your brides. It's with your people. How can I? Bam. How can I do this? How can I do this? So it's so much that you can learn. I'm learning every day. I learn every day.
Got you.
Not even with cakes, but just in life in general. You learn every day. Everything around you is an open book.
Absolutely.
Even with social media, it's like, what? Sometimes I just feel social media is like somewhere in my head. I feel like they watching me while I'm sleeping or something. Because I can be going down my timeline on Facebook, have like these ads that pop up. Mm-hmm. And all the ads cater to me doing cakes.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, how? And what is it? What is that?
Gotcha.
Because I'm still learning technology. I'm like,
right.
What is that? And then I see something new, like, oh my God, let me go on this website. Let me learn this. Let me do this. I tell people, like, what do you want for Christmas? I want the cake Bible. That's what I want for Christmas.
Gotcha.
It's this thick book, and it's full of all these different things, and it's just about cakes. It's just about cakes.
Gotcha.
So you in order to grow, you have to learn. I grow every day. I learn every day. I learn every day.
Got you.
Even though I can sit there, and then I didn't know I had people who look up to me in Memphis Little Cake World. They look up to me. They say, "Well, hey Ashley, how can you do this, girl? I don't know, but hold on, let me find out."
Got you.
And with that, not only am I giving her knowledge, I'm also giving myself knowledge as well.
Absolutely.
So you have to learn.
No, absolutely. And you definitely know what you know when you're able to teach somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And as going back to the your timeline, seeing all the cake stuff, it's all algorithms and stuff based on what you post. Is what they kind of
thank you.
That's what that is. So based on what you post, that's how they know. Okay, we should flood your timeline with cake ads. But like even with me, like all the business stuff that I post on our timeline, I usually get stuff from ads as far as like different products that businesses use and things of that nature. So it's all an algorithm based on what you post. So when you keep posting your cake stuff, you're gonna get more and more stuff.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I would a lot of stuff, so they take my little money. But yeah.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this. Some say entrepreneurs need like a formal education to be an entrepreneur, and some say you just need work ethic and an idea. Where do you stand on that?
You need an idea.
Need an idea? Okay.
You know what? I was telling
and
one
be
of
as
my,
candid as possible. So
I was telling him, you know what? I'm a hustler.
Okay.
It's just simple as that.
Okay.
We from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hustler. I love that grind.
Got you.
I love it.
Okay.
And you don't have to have. People think I went to culinary art school. No, I went for 3 days and got bored. I literally was sitting in this class like, oh my God, and wasting my money.
That's right, because you're self-taught, right?
I'm self-taught.
Right.
So some of your greats don't have a college degree.
Right.
It shocks people when I tell them that, I'm a police officer. I work in sex crimes. I'm a detective. Mm-hmm. And it's like, really? What do you do? I deal with DNA. What? Girl, what school you went to? I went to UT Czech. Did you graduate? No. I dropped out my senior year in nursing school. I got bored. You learn from the streets. You learn from life.
Right.
That's the best education. Life.
Gotcha.
That's the best
Absolutely.
education. I've been all over the world. I was a flight attendant. I worked at Victoria's Secret. I was cooking. I was doing everything. I was a home health care nurse. I graduated high school as an LPN. You do stuff and you learn. And with that, I feel like it helped prepare me to where I am now.
Gotcha.
And I'm still learning. So
I got you.
So I tell people, especially when I talk to young people,
mm-hmm.
and they be like, well, I want to graduate. I want to go to college. And then you have some people like, well, I don't know what I want to do. I have the girl that just left my little sister. Mm-hmm. She has 2 degrees. She has 2 degrees. She has 2 degrees.
We're having fun with the dogs here.
Yeah. My other sister has 3. My other brother, he has 1, and you have me,
mm-hmm.
the oldest, no college degree, no, but I have certificates out the wazoo. I can go anywhere if I choose to go anywhere with DNA. But yeah, you don't. I tell them all the time, you don't. Where's your passion lies? By all means, if you feel that you should go to school, go to school. If you feel that you should take up a trade, take up a trade. I mean, it's so many different ways.
Right. Absolutely.
So I mean, you can get formal education all day long. That's up to you. I mean, a lot of your business people don't have formal education.
Right.
Some of them barely have a high school diploma.
Gotcha.
But they had a dream. Mm-hmm. They had a goal. They accomplished it. They had a plan. They had an idea. They had all those things. Go for it.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that with us. Last question before we go to break. What is the average day, and I know this is going to be a doozy, an average day in the life of Ashley Holder?
Okay. I wake up and I realize I'm blessed. I'm just I wake up in the morning with a dog licking me on my face.
Okay.
I get up, I go to spinning class. I come home from spinning class, I shower, get to work, sit at my desk, and I look at my phone and I see, and I try my best to answer all my emails, all my text messages from people who want cakes.
Gotcha.
And while you still sitting in front of your desk and you still have a stack load of cases. So I still handle all my cases. I go to work 201 Popular. I work in the sex crime division in cold cases. So I'm dealing with cold cases all the time. Right now I'm working on 215 cold cases of the 1989 that I'm doing research on. So I'm working on those. But while I'm still working on those, I'm still answering my text messages. I'm still talking about my cake. I'm still writing my book with me.
Yeah, and those of you who are hearing those beeps and stuff during the podcast, that's probably people asking for cakes.
Yeah, so I have 2 phones.
So obviously what she does it very well, and business is good. So go ahead, Ash. I just want to throw that in there.
But then when I come home from work, it's if I come straight home, I either hit up Michael's to see what they have for sale. I hit up Michael's. I go to the candy store, or I go to Mary Carter's. That's a cake supply store.
Okay.
And I rack up and see what I did over the weekend, or what I got coming up. Do I have it or what? And then I come home, I sit down, take a breather, take my clothes off, put my sweats on, and I'm in my kitchen baking.
Gotcha. Wow.
And then I do it all over again. Some days I don't go to spin class. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh-wee.
Baking cakes before I hit to work, and then I come home, I crumb cut them cakes, and then I get to rolling. Like I've been baking since Monday, and today is Saturday. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. How are you liking being on the podcast so far?
It's awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much.
My brother was telling me about podcasts. I'm like, Courtney, look on the podcast.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to The Startup Life. If you are a teacher looking for great resources, look no further than Owl's e-commerce store on Teachers Pay Teachers. The store name, Teaching with Owls. Enjoy great lessons based on short stories from great authors such as Kate Chopin's The Story of an Hour and Edgar Allan Poe's The Mask of the Red Death. And no worries, teachers, all lessons are Common Core aligned. Let's continue. Ashley, let me ask you this. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten, and what's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten?
The best piece I can say is to go for your dreams. Like I got that from my mom. She tell me all the time.
Gotcha.
Go for your dreams. Don't think about nobody else. Think about yourself when you come into your dreams. And follow them. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about who's going to get left behind. It's okay. It's okay to leave people behind, because everybody's not going to follow you. Everybody's not going to go on the journey with you. Because I was so focused on other people.
Gotcha.
Like, oh, I'm going to leave her, and then I'm going to leave her, and then I'm going to be by myself, all of that. And I was so focused on that. My mom was like, girl, Ashley, forget them. They're not living your life. They're not paying your bills. They're not doing all this. Focus on you. What makes you happy? The worst advice I got was in a book.
Wow.
I got a book.
Okay.
I got a book.
That's a new one.
You know how people think they can tell you how to be successful in 10 days? So my special dad got me a book. He he met somebody and was like, my daughter has her own up and coming business. This. He signed it, and I forgot what he said, but I read the book and I said, this is garbage. It don't take you 10 steps to be successful. Well, that was probably the worst advice was their book, 10 Steps in Being Successful.
Gotcha.
That's about, yeah.
Okay.
It was a terrible book.
What do you think is a popular misconception about business? Like that is easy. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. What's one? Because we've heard different answers to this question, but I guess I always want to ask to see what different people, because different experiences have different answers. And
Anybody can do it.
Right. Okay.
Anybody can do it.
Okay. Well,
Everybody's not meant to be a business owner. But yeah, anybody can do it. Yeah.
okay. All right. How did you get the ideal concept for your business? Like instead of calling it, Sweet Lady Cake Shop, why
Instead of calling it Creations by Ashley, Cakes by me,
or something like that?
This.
Right.
Well, okay. It used to be just Indulgence.
Okay.
Because I'm a foodie. I love food, y'all. I love food. I love chocolate.
Got you.
And you indulge. You indulge in those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, think about indulgence. Think about indulgence. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get that. I'm going to do Indulgence Bake Shop.
Okay.
So the sweet part came into it because it used to be Indulgence Bake Shop, enjoying something sweet and savory. Because I do other items. I do savory things as well. So, but the sweet part came into it where it was that I had a lot of people like, well, Ashley, can you make me something smaller? Like I love your cakes, because I do big cakes, and they're like, well, can you do me something smaller? I'm not finna make a cupcake. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's a waste of my time.
Gotcha.
That's a waste of my energy. That's a waste of my double ovens.
Okay.
Baking one single cupcake.
Gotcha.
So
do people ask for a single cupcake?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. I have some people will call me and say, I want a cupcake.
Not even like a big cup?
No, I want a single cupcake, or I want 2 cupcakes, or I want 3 cupcakes. No.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. So I came up with when I get done with my cakes, I always top each cake off.
Okay.
I like to level it. I love precision. I have cake scraps left over. So this is how I came into the sweets. I used to call these sweet niblets, and they only come out, maybe once or twice a month or something. It's rare that I post them because I like people to come and crave them. So I get these little jars, these little mason jars, and I fill them up with if I have a chocolate cake left over, I make a turtle. Or I make a German chocolate, but I do it in a mason jar. So the sweet niblets, that's how that little part came in play. And I was like, I said, well, you know what? Indulgence, sweet niblets. And, I run around my friends I said, what y'all think about sweet niblets? Corn.
Fair enough.
Corn,
that is what I thought
and
when
I
you
was
said
like,
it.
oh, God, y'all suck. Y'all terrible. I can't stand y'all. So I said, you know what? Just do sweet indulgence.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, and when you said sweet niblets, I instantly thought corn.
Corn, you know about corn? I didn't think about that.
I instantly thought corn.
Yeah, I didn't think. I thought I was hitting on something, but.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned the cake scraps, if you will. I think it really speaks to the entrepreneur when you realize as much as humanly possible, nothing goes to waste, right?
Man, do you know what I can do with cake scraps?
Please,
do you know what I can
let
do?
us know.
With cake scraps, I can actually make you a whole nother cake with cake scraps.
Oh, wow.
I can make this reindeer out of cake scraps. Just by frosting. Cake pops. Those are cake scraps. I'm not gonna bake a whole cake and do that. There's people who do their thing, because you have people who specialize just in cake pops.
Gotcha.
I don't do that because it's too much time consuming.
Gotcha.
And I do crazy cakes, but I hate wasting. I have a big order coming up this weekend, and she wants 70 little treats, and then them treats consist of cake pops. So with those 13 cakes that I just did, I have a lot of cake scraps. Okay. So she's gonna get those cake pops. You just freeze them. Just freeze them. Yeah. I always, when you come I hate wasting. Especially in food and everything. Well, it's always something that you can change it to something, create something new. It's always something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Sweet Indulgence as of right now is a one woman force, right? Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: as you start to get bigger, and you probably need to get help over time, right? What would you look for in an employee? Like your ideal candidate? Consistency. Okay.
God, that just
I feel like
passion, drive.
Got you. Okay.
I had 3 assistants. Three.
Okay.
Got
you.
3 assistants.
And the fact that we don't see him today.
Right.
Gotcha.
One assistant told me, this was Valentine's Day. This is this past year. Each story has a story. I'm sorry, yeah, I talk a lot. But I had surgery in the beginning of this year. So my mom and them took my keys. They took everything. They wouldn't let me do anything because Valentine's Day is the biggest day for a baker. It's the biggest day for a baker.
I can imagine so.
Do you know what I'm doing the day after Christmas?
Please let us know.
I'm be sitting on my couch with no cakes. Thank God. I'm be sitting on my couch drinking some hot chocolate, writing my notes. I already got ideas of what I'm going to do for Valentine's Day because I did something last year. Everybody liked it. So what can I do to up that? I'm already thinking about that, and Christmas haven't even got here yet. My sister told me, she said, "Well, me and my husband, we want to celebrate Valentine's Day all weekend." But I mean, here I am. I mean, the doctor told me to stay off my feet, do all this, and I should listen to her. But all right, I'm hard headed. So
like most entrepreneurs are, right?
Hard headed. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute, girl, because that time I had a boyfriend. I'm like, wait a minute, girl. Really? Every time a holiday comes around, oh, girl, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But I mean, once I get bigger, I mean, I'm getting to that point now. Where I'm not gonna lie, say I don't need to hear. I would love an assistant.
Gotcha.
I would love an assistant, but I need somebody like my sister. She just left. Sometimes she helps me. She used to work at Great American Cookie.
Okay.
So when I have a lot of cookie orders, sometimes she helps on those, and I'm teaching her how to do a lot of little stuff. But she has her own thing.
Gotcha.
She has her own. She's an IT person for somebody, but she can help sometimes. She does all my deliveries because they be out there where she live at.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, I would love an assistant, but I need somebody who has that same drive.
Absolutely.
Who wants to learn, who has the passion for it, who is not afraid to take chances, who is not afraid to make sacrifices. Because it's going to be some days where, I mean, if this is your dream, this is your passion, it's going to be some days where, hey, I can't make it to your baby shower, or I can't make it to this, or I can't make it to this because I have this.
Right.
I have to do this girl baby shower cake, but hey, I did your cake. I just sent it by somebody else. So, I mean, hard work, great imagination.
Okay.
Fearless, and you have to be willing to make sacrifices.
Okay.
You're going to have to be willing to make sacrifices. You're going to have to.
I mean, but that's like any other job, right? It's like, like a regular 9 to 5, you have to be willing to, in order to, make those sacrifices. You can't take holiday weekends off because,
right, and I don't have weekends off.
Right.
I'm not blessed like everybody else. I have to work weekend. I mean, I have to work on holidays.
Right.
I have to. While y'all will be partying for New Year's Eve
right.
and all this other kind, I'll be at work.
Got you.
So, yeah, I don't get days off except for my assigned days.
Right.
I think, you know what, I'm selfish sometimes, and I mean inconsiderate of other people sometimes, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, like, as an entrepreneur, you kind of have to be sometimes.
Right. I don't care what you got going on in your life, baby. What I got, let's be honest.
Right. You kind of have to be, though.
Right. I don't care what you got going. I don't care that you finna go out to eat with your husband. I don't care. We got cakes that we gotta make, girl.
Right. I mean, and it sounds bad, but it's one of those things, like when you have a passion and a drive for something that you love to do, you kind of have to be selfish. You have to forfeit those baby showers or outings with friends or even family functions sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
you have to.
Right.
And I tell them, y'all, I'm sorry. And my mom be like, you gonna wear yourself? Tell people no. I'm just now learning how to say no. And it kills me to say that. Because I be like, oh my God, I want to give you the perfect cake. I want to get them everything. And I'm dog tired.
Right.
I mean, sometimes I can't even see straight.
Gotcha.
But I'm up here, I'm going to take your cake. I'm going to take your cake. So I'm learning how to say no.
I got you. Now, during the break, we talked about a particular situation with the client. So my next question is, have you ever had to turn down a client?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Take it maybe more than once?
Yes, I have. I have. Well, I'm like I said, I'm learning how to say no. Mm-hmm. So, if I have a lot on my plate, especially with grand jury and all this, because it's getting to the end of the year, I had to tell people, you have to realize, I don't have an ordinary job. My job is not ordinary like most people.
Right.
I said I have a very, very stressful type job. I have a very stressful job, especially with the officer safety issues going on in the world, my stress level is probably 10 times more than y'all put together. I will have to say no. I can't take your stuff. I can't. But I know somebody who can, or let me see what I can do. To maybe I can lose a couple of sleep here and here and here. If I did a cake for you before, and you was mean, you was rude, you was nasty, and like your attitude, if I'm dropping it off and you come to pick it up, however, and you just rub me the wrong way, I'm going to say no.
Fair enough.
I'm going to say no.
Fair enough.
I'm going. This girl really, this lady really rubbed me the wrong way.
Got you.
She was like, she sent me a picture of a cake. Can you do this cake? Yes, ma'am, I can do that cake. You sure? Yes, it's my cake. Yes, I can do this cake. It's my cake.
Right.
It was a big sheet cake, and it had 2 baby bottoms on the top. Okay. So that's it's going to be a sheet cake. Let's say it's 4 cakes in one. It's actually 4 cakes in one. I give her the price for the cake, and then she comes back and tells me, "Are your cakes any good? Because I don't want to pay that price."
Oh no!
For nothing.
That sounds like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Y'all should see the face she just gave me just now.
Y'all. I was like, I didn't mess over. I didn't know how to take it. I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
What? So I talked to my sister/accountant. I talked to her and I said, Amy, told her what happened. And she was like, did you respond back to that? No. I said, was I wrong? I felt guilty. I said, should I respond back to her? She was like, you better not. No. Right. And the girl, see, this thing, you needed me.
Right.
You needed me. So she just kept calling me. I mean, inboxing me. And I was like, come on now. And I told her, I politely told her, I said, no, ma'am.
That makes sense.
But I do. If you have a nasty attitude, I'll turn you down real quick.
I can only imagine in that moment because and I think for clients a lot of times, no matter if you're baking a cake or whatever the case may be, right? I don't think they understand, and to their credit, they don't know, but they definitely don't understand everything that goes into what you do to make it so great, right?
Right.
And so when you ask a question like, does it taste good? It's almost like a complete slap in the face. Right.
That's a slap to my face when you telling me, do this cake taste good?
Right, because like on average, it takes you like how long to make a cake from start to finish? Exactly. She just gave me this look like, are you serious? So it's one of those things like
7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 24, 25
exactly.
hours.
You talking about like 7, 8, 9 hours to make this cake to perfection. And they look gorgeous, by the way. So it's one of those things, it's like, like, are you serious? You serious gonna ask me that? So no, I think it speaks to your passion though about what you do in your craft and you take it serious. So that's crazy. I can't believe she asked you that.
Man, you'd be amazed. Questions.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, you'll be amazed.
I can only
imagine
questions
that I get. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you had one piece of advice to give somebody who's starting out, whether it be in your industry or just in entrepreneurship in general, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. Even if they don't respond, find it. Find that answer. Find it. Because you're gonna come across people. You're gonna come across people who see you as a threat.
Okay.
And it just blows my mind how people do this, especially mostly, and it's with women too. They see it as just a threat. And you ask them a question, hey, how do you do this? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you. Or they'll just ignore you. So don't be afraid to ask questions because eventually your question will get answered. Or find it for yourself. But never be afraid to ask questions.
Got you.
There is no, they tell you there is no dumb question. Is that right? Is there no dumb question?
I got you. Yeah.
It's true. It may seem dumb to you, but you may never know that if you say that question. Because, when I be in class or something, girl, wait a minute. Now, you want me to do what? How I supposed to? Can you? And another girl sitting next to me, girl, I was going to ask her this. So, you may never know that what you thinking, somebody else might be thinking too.
Right. And even asking that question may spark some creative idea.
Yeah.
You just never know where that question may lead. You're absolutely right. Who are your mentors, actually? Who are the people that I think you kind of mentioned a few of them earlier, but...
Russell.
Okay.
Russell, who owns Rhapsody.
Okay, right.
She's one. Portia Kimball. She's up in Dallas, Texas.
Gotcha.
She's one. My mommy. She's one. She's
answer.
Awesome.
Good answer.
That lady, man. She is. Y'all have no idea. When I be wanting to just quit and give up.
Biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, she goes when I'm at work. I'm like, Mama, oh my gosh, She makes sure that I stay on it. That she tries. She's my cheerleader. She's my number one fan.
Absolutely.
And she's also my look because she's retired now.
Got you.
And she does all my grocery shopping for me. Make sure I have everything. Yes, all I do is pay her phone bill. But hey, that's okay.
That's the deal, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Last question before we kind of wrap up. All entrepreneurs have a superpower. What's yours?
Maybe I'm a great multitasker.
Okay.
I can say that. I can say that because I can be. I feel like I am that. That's me. Yes. I can be putting the cake in the oven.
Because when you're a one-woman force, you kind of have to be, right?
You have to be.
Yeah.
I can be making a cake. I already have my pots boiling for my sugar. When I'm doing my when I'm doing my candy, I'm on the phone talking to one customer, getting all this done, and I'm watching TV and listening to Pandora at the same time.
Gotcha.
And then my niece comes over. You just missed the lovely lady. You can see how my house is disarray because of her. So, and then she comes over. So then I have to be in TT mode. When you're working on a wedding cake and you have a baby at your leg, pulling your leg, So, yeah. Yeah, and I'm babysitting at the same time. I learned how to stir and sift flour with a baby on my hip. It just blew my mind. Like I said, Lord, you prepared me.
All right, so
about that too.
do you any current promotions or ventures or anything coming up big that you kind of promote? This is pretty much the floor is yours to promote. You can promote Sweet Indulgence itself. You can promote like a current venture coming up. The floor is yours for advertising.
Well, yes. No, I've been playing with it for a minute. I have a lot of clients ask me how to cook.
Okay.
Or can you show me how to do this? Because I can bake, but I can cook up there with the best of them.
Gotcha.
So I have a lot of people ask me, can you do this? Because I used to do intimate dinners. I come to your house, do a dinner for you. Because I have one friend who can't cook. God bless her. So I used to FaceTime her.
Okay.
And I show her how to cook. Coming up in January, or probably in the new year, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna do that.
Kind of like a focus group or something like that.
Thank you.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm going to do that. It's gonna be one thing. It's gonna be called Cocktails and Conversations.
Okay.
And this is when you get your, how you do your paint and sip. Well, I'm gonna do it in another form of it. I'm gonna do cooking.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you how to do, how to prep. How to do how you can throw a dinner party together, all of that. That's the main focus. I'm doing it, and while we having good conversation at the same time, and then I'm also going into the thing of because I have a lot of people asking me, can I come to their house? Can I do a kids party?
Okay.
Because I have a lot of friends that does the mascots.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Okay.
now you finna have afternoons with Ashley.
Okay.
Where I come to your house, we can do a full blown. We can do cookies. We can do cupcakes. We'll decorate. We'll do all of those. And then also, with the couples and everything like that, we can just get together and have an afternoon and I'll show you how to cook.
Okay. Any social media that anybody should follow you on or?
You can follow me. IG, Instagram is Jusadva.
Okay.
It's JUSADVA. And that's open to the public, y'all. That's just me, know. But you see a lot of cakes on there too as well. You see a lot of cakes on there. Okay. And then also I have a page, I have a business page, and it's Indulgence Bake Shop.
Okay.
And how you'll know it's me, it's another Indulgence Bake Shop out there too. And how you know it's me is that you'll see me in black and white, but you'll see me standing next to a cupcake tower. But it's actually a cake that I made out of a woman's bodice.
Okay.
And she have cupcakes floating around it.
And that's on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Okay, and
how
would you spell that for our listeners?
Indulgence Bake Shop, INDULGENCE Bake Shop, BAKESHOP.
Gotcha.
King's English, Miss Hamilton class.
And so if anybody wants to get a cake from you, is there a phone number or
yes.
Okay.
Please text me.
Okay.
901-289-0145. With the way my schedule is set up, I really appreciate it if you text me because if you call me, I'm gonna be scattered.
Gotcha.
Getting everything together.
Of course.
Especially with the holidays, because everybody wants candy apples.
Okay.
So I have a big candy apple order coming up. But please text me 901-289-0145. You can also hit me up on my email as well. I have 2 phones. And that one is Indulge Bake Shop 901
Gotcha.
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Okay. Any parting words or anything, any lasting words you want to leave with our Startup Nation listeners?
Go for it. If you have a dream, go for it. If you have passion, go for it. Don't give up. Everybody, a part of life is you're going to fail. It's okay. It's okay to fail. But once you fail, you're going to learn from your mistakes. You're like, okay, and you're going to find a different route. Just don't go with this one particular route. It's so many different ways that you can solve one problem. Go for it.
Absolutely. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for being on the Startup Life. We really appreciate your time. We're going to go ahead and get out of your hair so you can get back.
I know. Oh, my gosh. I got to make some lemon cupcakes, a banana pudding, and finish a caramel cake. And I have a baby shower cake that I'm finishing up.
Yeah, so
And a
basically,
cheesecake.
Startup Nation, she's killing it. She's killing it. But once again, thank you for your time. Here's my final take. When it comes to Ashley, there's one word that comes to mind: passion. The thing is, did you hear throughout the interview where she was kind of hitting the table? You can tell that her passion leaks out. She understands more than anything that you have to find what you love to do, because if you don't, you'll burn out really quickly. She understands that once you find your passion and you have a full heart and clear eyes, you can't go wrong. If you want to let us know what you think about the show or would like to advertise on the show, send us an email at the address in the show notes. Subscribe to our show, as the Startup Life can now be heard on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and SoundCloud. Also, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Owls LLC. For a behind-the-scenes look at what we do at Owls, follow us on Snapchat at Owls LLC. There you will see our creative process and exclusive content. And hey, if you have an idea, be about that life, the Startup Life.